What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the conversation. Now joining the session with Cess. I appreciate you checking in with me. If it's your first time here, we're gonna just talk a little basketball. We invite you to jump in the conversation in the comments. Let us know what you think. Give us your opinions. It's always a debate. We do engage and respond back. If you've been here before, welcome back. We appreciate you. Today. Okay, listen. Let me just say this. Let me just say this from the gate before y'all jump all over me. Let me say this. Yes, without a doubt, Caitlin Clark is the best player in women's college hoops today. There's no question. Nobody is doing what she's doing. Scoring, it's just been magnificent. What she's done over the last, I don't know, 2 seasons or so, right? Two since a freshman. She's been balling. So that's not what this is about. This is just for conversational and fun debate purposes. There's no disrespect or shade being thrown at all. Okay, she's her. Far as everybody's concerned. College women's hoops, she is her. But I can't believe y'all forgot about Paige Bueckers. That's all I'm saying. I just can't believe that y'all forgot about Paige Bueckers. And like I said, this is just for conversational purposes. Don't beat me up. Paige Bueckers, though, is like the forgotten baller in NCAAA women's hoops. Okay, she was the original problem coming from their freshman class. The number 1 recruit coming out of high school. Okay, let's keep that in mind. We were expecting great things from Paige, straight up coming into this here thing. And listen, there is no beef between these two. They played together. They played against each other. They won gold medals together. They traveled together on the USA basketball team. So there's no beef. We're not creating beef. But just for the purposes of sessions, right? Just for the purposes of sessions and this conversation that you're joining, I'm saying like on some Golden Girls type shit. Picture it like Sicily 1922. A world where Paige Bueckers, y'all, hasn't been out of basketball for damn near 600 days. I mean, not out of basketball for damn near 600 days. What does her game look like? What kind of impact has she had? How has she grown as a player and a leader? 600 days of experience added to who she is already. Could you see her rivaling Caitlin Clark for the best player in women's college hoops right now? Shit, I absolutely can. Let's just set the table here. Let's set the table. Paige is a 6 foot point guard. She's got the quickness, she's got agility, she's got size, she's a pass first player. People love her passing. She's got great court vision, tremendous ability to read defense. When you think about her as a scorer, she's got the mid-range game. She can get to the hoop. She'll drop the 3 on you. She's got a signature pull-up that, probably reminds you of something like a Diana Taurasi, a Sue Bird, kind of in that type. She's a Kyrie fan, so I believe she's, models her game some after Kyrie, and then of course probably like Taurasi too. She started playing high school ball as a 7th grader at Hopkins, I think she's from Edina, Minnesota. Correct me if I say it wrong, y'all. Y'all know I mess up names and stuff all the time, but y'all know what I mean. But she started again as a 7th grader playing high school ball, where she played first like 10th grade in JV, and then she moved to varsity in 8th grade. She gave 5 years at varsity. 5 years at varsity, y'all. Where I think she won her state championship as a junior. But as a senior, she averaged 21 points, 9 assists, 5 steals, 5 rebounds. They were 30-0, and I think they had the chance to defend their state championship, but it got canceled due to the pandemic, right? COVID canceled a lot of stuff, but it also gave her an extra year of eligibility. So I think with that in the red shirt, she could actually play 2 more seasons and not even go to the WNBA until 2026. But that's not what we're talking about here. That's not what we're talking about here. When you think about the accolades that she brought out of high school into college, first of all, she had been a 3-time Star Tribune Metro Player of the Year, and she had been a 3-time Gatorade Minnesota Player of the Year. She's a Gatorade Female Athlete of the Year, Gatorade National Player of the Year. She won the Morgan Wooten National Player of the Year, Naismith Prep Player of the Year, McDonald's All-American, a Jordan Brand Classic participant, and Minnesota Miss Basketball. From a national team perspective, in 19, she had won a World Cup All-Tournament team, a gold medal, and I think World Cup MVP, right, in the FIBA Under-19. She's also the first female high school player to appear on a Slam cover, I believe. And then she did it again as a college player with AZ Fudd, as you can see here on the picture. But I think, injuries have just put Paige in different circumstances than other players like Clark or Morrow or Reese or Brink, right? She entered college in the same class as Clark, and was a consensus national player of the year as a freshman in 2021. We'll get to that. She redshirted last season because of the knee injury, and so this is basically like her third season. But coming into UConn as a freshman, she was that deal. Like I said, she was the original problem. She averaged 20 points, 6 assists damn near, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and she played in the Final Four as a freshman. She was the first freshman in women's college basketball history to earn the Wooden Award, the Naismith Trophy, the AP Player of the Year, and the USBWA Player of the Year all in the same season. And she led the Huskies in points, assists, steals, and 3-point field goal percentage. So she was absolutely balling. On top of those awards, she won the Best Female College Athlete ESPY Award. She won the Nancy Lieberman Award. She was a unanimous first-team All-American. She was an AP All-American honorable mention. That was in 2022. She was a USBWA National Co-Freshman of the Year, WBCA Co-Freshman of the Year. She was a Final Four All-Tournament team, and she did that again in 2022. But she was also Big East Player of the Year, first-team All-Big East Freshman of the Year, Big East All-Freshman team, and Big East Tournament Most Outstanding Player, while also taking home the ESPNW Player and Freshman of the Year. And at a school where Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi played, she holds the records for most single game assists, which was like 14, I think, against Butler. And then 168 is her record for freshman season assists. Y'all, she's only played in like 65 games. And 65 of those games include 2 trips to the Final Four in the national championship game. I mean, like, she's a baller outright. This season, she's averaging, coming back off 2 injuries, a knee injury and an ACL. She's averaging 19.8, 20 points, about 5 rebounds, about 4 assists. She's shooting 57% from the floor, and she's shooting about 48% from 3 and about 82% from free throw. Like, I get it. Caitlin Clark is balling. Caitlin Clark has played in about 120 games, almost double Paige's college career. She's averaging 31 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. She's shooting 48% from field goal. Her usage rate is like 40, 42, 45, something crazy. I believe if you drop Paige in Iowa, her game and skill set could produce the same type of numbers that Caitlin's producing, especially with those 600 days of basketball or practice or preparation or growth and development under her belt and not spent on the sideline due to injury. In addition to all of those accolades, she also is reportedly like the first women's college basketball player to hit 1 million followers. And I know that's not a big deal anymore because Angel Reese has blown that out of the water. Angel has like fucking 5 million followers or something crazy now. But Paige was also on the Fortune 40 under 40 list, which honors influential young people in business. She was the Athletics College Sports 40 under 40 list for influential young people in college sports industry. And she was the inaugural winner of the Best NIL Athlete of the Year from Sports Business Journal. Looking at her coming back now, so far what we've seen this season it seems like she is even a better player than she was when she left the game, with the injuries, when she won National Player of the Year, which is scary. I mean, think about that going into March. It seems like she's hitting her stride right at the right time. UConn has been ripped with injuries, and I don't think Fudd is even coming back this season. But UConn snuck back into the top 10. Like I said, Paige is hitting her stride. They're finding ways to kind of just build around her and figure things out and just, grind their way out to wins. And their experience, being in I keep wanting to say 2 national championships, but being in 2 Final Fours and a national championship game for some of those players will be really, really helpful for them. Almost priceless for them going into March, going into tourney time. And if they could get rolling, I'm not saying that they're gonna, knock off my Gamecocks or anything, but they definitely could, see their way into a Final Four battle against Iowa, which would be great, because I would love to see Caitlin and Paige duke it out at this time. They had a chance to play before UConn won that game, so on the 1-1 in college, Paige has the win there. I think they won even by like 20. It was there, they left no doubt. But that wasn't really a Paige and Caitlin matchup. So, going into this season, going into this year's tournament, it would be more about like Paige and Caitlin if it came down to that type of Final Four matchup, which would be really fun. And again, no disrespect to Caitlin's game. This is just for debate purposes. When I look at, off the court, besides the things that I listed already about, the Forbes 40 under 40 and those accolades, her NILs aren't too bad. She's got some good endorsements: StockX, Gatorade, Nike, Crocs, Bose, Nerf, Dunkin', Go Army. She's an advisor with Overtime Select, which is, I believe, like a basketball league for high school girls. So definitely well-rounded, and definitely growing and continue to grow as a player. I don't think that the injuries have taken anything away from her game. I'm looking forward to seeing, not only how she performs going into March, but like her decision. Will she come back because of all the injuries at UConn and play another season at UConn, or will she go ahead and go to the WNBA because, the WNBA is ready? I could see her maybe going to, like, I guess maybe the Sparks. I don't know. I think Indiana, if Caitlin makes herself available, would pick Caitlin, but I could see Paige. I could see maybe the Sparks picking up Paige, but I would love to see her come back to college basketball and play with a healthy UConn team and see what that run looks like, and just to get a chance to continue that winning on every level, to just stack that natty on top of a state championship would be really, really cool to see. But listen, whether you agree with me or not, her talent is undeniable, and it's great to have her back in college women's basketball. Those injuries robbed us fans of just opportunities to see potentially great matchups against, Caitlin, against Raven, against Angel, against Cameron, against, all of the other teams that are out there, the Dukes, the NC States, the Colorados, the Utahs. Ohio State had a great game today. I think Caitlin dropped like 45 on them in the loss. USC had a great game today, but also took a loss. So it's just a lot of parity in women's hoops. And if we'd have had Paige these last 600 days, who knows what other kind of great stuff we'd have seen. So if you don't agree, let me know, if it's Caitlin or somebody else, let me know in the chats, in the comments. We definitely engage. And if you agree, let me know why. But like I said, it's just for conversation. It's just for debate. And you know what it is. Until next time, stay tuned. Talk soon. I'm out.